morning, guys. It's Saturday and just got out to the shop this morning. I thought we were going to have some snow to plow last night. They were calling for 1 to 3 inches, and yeah, I don't even think we got a half an inch. So salt run was done this morning, and I'm out at the shop getting ready to test the Plus. So I'll show you what I got going here. Sorry about the noise. I got the heater fired up. Okay. Messed around with this hood yesterday. I think I showed in my video that I'd messed around with that sharp titanium gun, and I put some high build primer on it. I blocked that out with 320 and then hit it with some 400 on my Dynabrade sander here. I've got a soft pad on that. I blocked it out by hand with the 320 to knock the peel out of it, and then feathered it in and took the bigger scratches out with the 400. I should probably go over it with 600 if I'm going to put some silver on it. I have a thing of old chroma base silver that didn't even match when I sprayed it, so I think I got a pint or half a pint of that left ready to shoot. Put some urethane reducer in it because I don't have any base maker. I'll see how angry that gets. It didn't turn to cottage cheese in the can, so we got that going on. And I'm going to throw some 1K sealer on that real quick. I threw some etch primer on the bare spots, but there's my chroma base. I'm pretty sure chroma base is a polyester base coat. I don't know that for sure, but I've never put anything in it except for their base maker. It didn't turn to cottage cheese, and it wasn't real pretty in there either. There's some clumps in it, but I stirred it up and it came out. So this is just a test panel. I was saving that for some ground coat for, you know, whatever, but it's a pretty light silver, or medium silver I should say. So there's the solder jet. That's going to be my base guy, and there's the Plus hanging there and the titanium right behind it. I'm going to throw some sealer on with that titanium, and then we're going to throw that silver base. I threw some sealer on this panel, and I put some silver base on it. Actually came out alright. I didn't do like crazy body work on it. There's some pits and that fucking hole that's punched through it and all that, but whatever. This is a test panel. This is not going on a vehicle. Turned out alright. I'm letting this flash off, and then I'm going to get the heat going again. Let this go maybe 20 minutes. There's not a lot of base on there, but you know, it's what I had in the can, so we went with that. Alright, guys, that is coat number 1. Wow, look at all the... There we go. Buddy, that gun puts her on. I like it. That was fast and furious. I did a dozen spray outs messing around with pressure to see where I liked it. I definitely don't have to max that gun out to spray clear. The clear that I use at least. But wow. Happy. I mean, it's first coat and it's wet. But buddy, she flowed right out, and I mixed the amount of clear that I thought I should need for this, plus about a third more. And then I believe even after my spray outs, I'm going to have clear left in the cup. And it's flowing out nice. I mean, it's got a little peel in it, which is okay. But that was a fast process. That was 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, like that. And it put her on like that with the 1/4 tip. So I forgot to turn the camera on. I was kind of excited after I did my spray outs just to give it a shot. So I got the heat on right now, trying to warm it back up. I'll get this to tack up, and I promise I'll remember to turn the camera back on next time when I put that second coat on it and really hammer it and see if I can run it. All right.
Sorry about that.
pull this thing under a light where we can see it. Oh yeah. That's what I want to see. And I'm sorry, I still forgot to turn the camera on until my last 4 passes, but I grabbed that real quick. You saw how fast I moved on that, and I'm going to stand this sucker up and see if it runs. So let's see what's going on here. I'm actually going to pull that paper off too, so hang tight. Alright, overspray's almost gone. That gun's actually putting out enough material that I'm not getting the overspray with the clear like I was with my other gun, which kind of tells me I probably should have thrown a 1/4 tip in that gun, and I probably would have had a similar result, but I guarantee I wouldn't have been moving as fast as I was moving on this panel. I mean, this is pretty good. I'm happy. I stood it up on its end, as you can see, because I want to see if this sucker is going to run. And we'll come back to this in a minute here, and I'll get a better shot of it. I'm going to go clean my gun. It's a 4-to-1-to-1 mix, and I gave a little extra, maybe a 5% extra reducer in it. I mixed that. I have it. It's at the 2 now, and I had it mixed to the 5, and I did a ton of spray outs. So if I had that mixed to the 5, I probably had 8 ounces. I have 3 ounces left, or 2.5, and I did a bunch of spray outs, plus the residue that's in the gun, so 5 ounces minus my spray outs, 3 ounces. I probably got a little too much clear on that, but that's where I think I should be. That's what the 1/4 tip. The 1/3 was in it when I got it, so. I don't know. That's definitely a quick process. Guys, I guarantee you can't hardly see. So I'm happy. Kind of anxious to see if that runs or not. My shop's full. It takes a lot of heat running to keep this shop at 70. more flow indicators. I'm going to take you guys off the stand so I can get you a little closer. I don't see any runs in this. I'm going to set this thing. It's been sitting for 6 minutes and 50 seconds. So if it was going to run, I would guess it would have run by now. So let's set her back up. I see some mapping right. It's kind of hard to see right around some bodywork, some half-ass bodywork at that. I wanted to get it somewhat level so I didn't have too many twists and turns in it. And you would think that guy right there would have a puddle around it, which where the washer squirters go in, that does, but that doesn't surprise me either. I'll have to practice a little more with it, and I have a line where my tape was there, but I totally expect that. But other than that, I don't see any drippers on there. That's good stuff. So a little more practice will dictate. I probably got a little too much clear on this, like I was saying before, but I'm happy because she flowed right out. So I'll practice some more with it before I hit the next project. Next project is an 04 Acura, starting to rust in the passenger wheel opening. Driver's side's clean. I repaired it last year. It's my father-in-law's car. I repaired it last year, and it looked super clean. There were only like 2 pinholes in it, so I cut out a section about 4 inches long in the wheel opening and took care of that. And now that winter is here and there's more salt and everything on the road, I did put some corrosion protection behind it, some zinc primer and some oily type undercoating stuff that I use that works good. I've used that kind of stuff on my trucks, but like 6 inches in front of it, the son of a bitch is blistering again, which it really doesn't surprise me. I'm really not interested in hanging a quarter on the car, or even part of one, buy a patch panel and then play that game. I'm sure, within the next year or two, the dog leg will start rotting too. It's just the way of the Honda, I guess. Other cars do it too, but my wife had 2 different Acura cars. She had a Legend and she had a TL, and both of them rotted out, the quarters and the dog legs on them. And their cars are garage kept. They hose them out every couple of days in the winter. Non-heated garage, so I mean that would definitely rot a car faster if they weren't clean. That slush and slop and all that garbage gets humidified and stays in those little crevices, and it'll rot one out quick. But both her cars did it. Every Honda and Acura that's over probably 6 or 7 years old on the road is rotten in those same places, and if it isn't, it's because it's been fixed or the car was never driven. So irregardless of that fact, that's what I got coming, and we'll play around with this gun a touch more before I get into that one, just to make sure, because I painted this was a horizontal surface, Even though I did tip it vertical, I want to make damn sure that I'm not putting runs in it before I get there. So, pretty happy. Like I said, I don't see anything. I would have really expected a run or a puddle around that guy right there where it's ripped. There's just a little stepper around it, and that might have been from me, I don't know, thinking I needed to do something around that area, but nevertheless. Alright guys, so thanks again Andrea and Darren for shipping me that gun quick. I'm happy man. So talk to you guys after a while.